Hi guys, welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we're going to look into money, how to bring more abundance in, maybe some things to let go of through the power of surrender cards, who's assisting us on this journey, our purpose. I'm going to pull some life purpose cards too to see what it is that we are supposed to be doing to bring in more money and that kind of stuff. So we have pile 1, 2, 3, and 4 today. So go ahead and close your eyes, meditate, ask your angels and guides to show you what pile would best serve you today, and let's get some messages going. So I'll give you some time. You can pause if you need to or just skip. I like to close my eyes and tell them to have me open my eyes in whichever pile is meant for me. So yeah, that's something you could do if you feel called to. So I'll let it sit and we will go ahead and see. Start with pile 1. Hi pile 1, welcome to your reading. So if you chose pile 1, this is the message for you. If you chose the blue apatite heart, a lot about self-confidence, expressing yourself, having a balance and digestion. I feel it's a big one too. I know blue apatite doesn't really mean appetite literally, but I was just feeling that kind of message. Eating foods that bring in a higher vibration, letting go of the more negative feelings. Like if you've been irritated or just kind of felt stifled in life, definitely letting that go and letting it be gone. So your message is from the Abraham Hicks Money in the Law of Attraction cards. Appreciation and gratitude are different vibrational states. So on the back, it says, when you feel gratitude, often you are looking at a difficulty that you have overcome, but there is still some of that struggle vibration present. Hello, am I there? The state of appreciation is seeing whatever you are looking at through the eyes of source. You could walk down a crowded street with all kinds of things that a lot of other people would often find a reason to criticize or worry about, and you would not have access to them because your vibration of appreciation is picking out for you things of a different vibrational nature. So I definitely feel like having an attitude of gratitude literally, but in a sense that it's already happened to you. So I automatically saw Deepak Chopra's face, and his motto is writing gratitude as if it is thanking you back. So I like to write, when I'm writing gratitude each morning, I write things that I'm obviously grateful for, as well as like every other one, I'll write a thing that I'm desiring as if it's already here and saying thank you to it, and also closing my eyes and feeling it say thank you back to me. So for example, excuse me, a car, like if you wanted a car, for example, you would write, thank you for this beautiful car. I feel so inspired. It can get me from point A to point B. Just getting into the feeling of what having that kind of car would feel like or look like, or the experience would be, and then closing your eyes and seeing that thing thanking you back because it wants you as much as you want it, or desire, I should say. So yeah, let's go ahead and see. I'm going to start off with some tarot to get into what it is. Okay, tell me about pile 1's money. What's going on with money? The vibration. I feel like there's actually a higher vibrational word to use than money. I feel like letting go of the stigma of what money is, kind of like feeling like hostage or tied down to something, or feeling like you need money in order to have these things, because in today's day and age, you know, you kind of do. However, I feel like changing your view or perspective of money and what it actually is for you. So let's see, pile 1, messages for pile 1. How to call in more abundance. Making the channel for good. Connect with their guides, my guides, our higher self, my higher self. Okay, so I'm actually seeing that there was something that you desired or thought you should do, especially in career. There was a path that you were on that you knew was, or you believed was the right path, and then it just keeps coming up short is what I'm feeling. And with Ace of Wands in reverse and death, I do feel like you kind of had to undergo some kind of transformation. This could literally be losing a job that you actually loved and really cared for, and kind of having to, with 3 of Wands on the bottom, expand your horizons and see something new. 4 of Wands too, this could have affected your home. This could have affected the things going on there. I do feel like for most of you, I do feel like you're some sort of sole provider for the family, and it's like a lot of pressure, a lot of burden. So it's like feeding even more of a intense energy, like I have to do this, I have to do this. It's moving from making money out of desire or living in your passion and just flowing with it to literally needing to provide a stable income for others, especially the family. So let's see. I definitely feel like no matter how much you have, or that doesn't matter, the amount doesn't matter. If you detach from that and change your perspective and have appreciation for everything that you do have, it will continue to grow. And I do see that every time you purchase something, even if it's with your card or putting the chip in, tell yourself it will return to me tenfold. I also see that if you wish good things for others, if you wish abundance on others or bless others with a windfall, or just say I ask that they be blessed with a windfall, that will also come back to you. Having a completely new vibration, a completely new way of viewing things or seeing things or dealing with the cards that have been dealt, literally. I think it's important too that if you did have to undergo some kind of transformation in the workplace, or it's opened up a new creative sector in you to, like, you've always been able to be creative and find new methods of income or find new ways to create some sort of income for yourself. And that has been a blessing, but it's also, I could feel like felt really stressful or over, like, it's just, I also feel like you're saying, I didn't come here to work, I came here to enjoy, but for some reason now I have to work super hard. So it's something about that. Okay, let's see. Let me see the power of surrender cards. So what must you let go of to receive the abundance that you want? I almost feel like for some of you, it's like, I just need one windfall and I'm good. I know how to manage my money, I know how to do all this, but there's been some sort of, I see like something like wringing a towel out, like your towel has been wrung dry. Okay, pile one. Okay, I'm just gonna read these. What? Okay, I see. All right, so I'll read the bottom in a second. So we have surrender to your intuition and surrender to miracles. Wow. So yeah, you do channel, I feel like you have one very strong guide who is I feel like they rule your financial sector in life. And I feel like they always kind of bring new bouts of inspiration, but it's when you're wringing your towel out and you're focused on the lack of water in the towel that you're detached from your intuition, you're detached from any solution, you're detached from the solution, ultimately. So you're not able to see how to overcome this or how to change this. It's like, I feel like this year has tested you even more than others. Like this one, it's like, how am I really going to come out of this? But I'm seeing, keep going, you're really coming out of this. I see like darkness going into this gold light. So maybe call on the gold light of transformation. I mean, it's not of transformation. It's like a golden frequency, a golden aura. I'm also hearing listen to binaural beats with words under them. So like kind of like subliminals, I would think. That have, or maybe just many mantras or positive affirmations. Or I even have one that I always listen to while I fall asleep, and it has Lakshmi just pouring the coins. So I definitely would listen to that. So surrender to your intuition says, tune into your inner voice, be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that continue to guide you. So I feel like you may have an epiphany of some sort, or it's like, yep, that's exactly what I'm supposed to do. For some reason, this ending that you've gone through is pushing you to a new beginning, and it's hard to see that while you're going through an ending of something because you're dealing with the ending. You're not really looking towards the future, but you're also in the middle of feeling everything that is coming up, and it's all coming up to come out. So you can have a new beginning. Surrender to miracles. Be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. So you definitely will be blessed. You just have to believe that. And you can't sway. And I'm also hearing it's not on your timing, it's on their timing. But you'll never be led astray. And as long as you know that, as long as you know that you will be protected in some way, you'll either find money or a loan will appear or something like that. I feel like this is all helping you learn how to create your own financial. It's either teaching you about finances, on how to save more or be more conscious with your spending, or it's teaching you how to, what was I just thinking? I was just feeling something. It's just attachment. Okay, yeah. Surrender your attachment to results and surrender defensiveness. So I feel like you may feel down on yourself, or like this kind of energy has led to maybe more fights at home or things like that, because you just feel so much pressure and you're not understanding why you feel more irritated or why you feel like this or that. But it's because of the magnitude of pressure that you're feeling on the external, and you're neglecting the internal voice and the internal guidance, or even maybe you don't meditate or things like that. But as soon as you do, I do feel like there are loads of messages and tons of guidance that are trying to come through to you. They're trying to give you an answer of some sort, and I feel like the answer to these things that you're seeking are completely different than what you thought it was. Like, it's going to be a different case than what you think, or a different way to receive abundance than you may think. I'm hearing, don't go back to your old options. Like, don't go back to things that you think will help give you something, because it might only be momentary and they're setting you up for long-term success. It's important because I feel like you're not ever like this, and this is teaching you how to kind of master this sort of emotion or this sort of thing and overcome it, and also to prove to yourself time and time again that the universe really does have your back. Yeah, okay, surrender your need to be right, to always be right, and surrender to receiving support and love. Give others the gift of letting them be right by be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve relationships. I feel like there's some sort of communication with others that has stifled you in some way, or it's like you're allowing the kind of negative relation, or the negative turn. I don't even want to talk like that, because I like to look on the positive sides of things, but I just have to call it how I'm seeing it. It's like you're letting the fighting with others or that kind of stuff be an excuse for why you are in the place that you are, or like letting it get you down even more. And the purpose is to overcome it, or not be attached to other people's emotions or the words that they say to you, as hard as it is. You're learning complete mastery of self, I feel. And then the giving or support to receiving and giving love, receiving support and love. I do feel like something definitely wants to help you right now, and if you just let go of ego and allow in solution, that will come to you very fast. Okay, let's see. I want to see who's helping you through this with the key players of the light deck. All right, messages for pile one. What beings are helping pile one overcome this so they can achieve the level of success and abundance that they so desire? Okay. What beings are helping pile one? What beings are helping pile one with success? What beings are... Okay. Tons of cards come. Okay. Lord Shiva, transcendence is on the bottom. Rise up, honor your inner force. Steps are being given, dance with the universe. Change your vibration as much as possible. This is one of the most trying times, I feel like, maybe of your life. And it's important, yeah, like how they were saying, don't resort to old behaviors or old patterns or old, like if you know that something's helped you make money in the past, it's helped you in the past to help you at that point of life, but you've evolved past there. So you have to find new solutions. Detaching from ego. But ego is just a defense mechanism too. It's trying to protect you. It's trying to stop you from experiencing these feelings that are painful and bring you into like a higher awareness. However, it just feeds more fear, it feeds more wounds, or it feeds more this, because it's just projecting the past onto your present, and that doesn't help anyone. Okay, a card fell, and a couple cards fell. Horus, Cosmic Gateway, and the Miriam, Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember, love has no boundaries. Maybe even the quarrels that you're having with other people are affecting your money and you don't even realize it. Or if you're with someone that you shouldn't be with, or in a situation that you know you shouldn't be with, and you can feel your money being drained even though you're not doing anything different or overspending or things like that, or like expenses just happen to keep coming up, it's because you're putting your focus into things that aren't serving your highest and best right now. And so the universe is going to show you different things so you can, or like show you lack or scarcity in other areas to wake you up. Even saying that, it's like, what sense does that make? Why would that happen? It's like, I just feel like maybe you're with someone you shouldn't be with, and that's why you're experiencing lack, because their vibration is dominant in lack, or you're having to help someone way more and that's just taking from you, something like that. The signs I see present are definitely fire signs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. That could either be you or them. Scorpio as well with the Death card. You may be seeing dolphins too, I feel like, and that's to let you know you're on the right path. But Horus is, the Egyptian, one of the Egyptian gods. So I feel like connecting to your intuition, the wise part of yourself. Saint Germain, karma releasing, move beyond drama, create your own path, make room for good energy. Yeah. This also came up because it was supposed to. Whoever you're with, or whatever person that this is being reflected from, I feel like you guys made an agreement to come into each other's life to teach each other these things, or them to teach you how to choose yourself, and that means letting go. Letting go of them, letting go of also your perception of who they even are, because no one can change if you're keeping them in a certain box. Like if you're just projecting something onto them, or being like, they're just like this and this, they'll never be able to move out of that because you're keeping them there. Even if they were different, you're still viewing them like that. So to you, they will be that way. Lady Nada, heart awakening. And Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you, and awaken to the acceptance and divine love. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. So there's something about giving and receiving too. So I'm feeling like, how Yogananda always donated 10% of his income to nonprofit organizations, or to give back in some way. You have to have an equal balance of giving and receiving, so you're not just taking, because you'll always feel like you're never satisfied. I feel like when you give back in a certain way to businesses or companies that deserve it, or like a cause that you really care about, you're just going to feel, I see like a more free energy, like flying like a bird. So I feel like if you were to give back, my mom even did this when we were on food stamps and things like that. She would always take 10% of her income and donate to something, donate it to the Self-Realization Fellowship, etc. And now she blew up. So it works. This stuff works. And I've been able to see that through her, and even now in my own life. All right, let's see. Life purpose cards. Last reading. Pile 1. Let's see what you have to do, or what you should do to receive money. Like, what physical thing can you do, like after your creative comes in, after you let this person go? Children, your life purpose involves helping, teaching, and healing children. Okay, I see some sort of like abuse, like teaching children how to heal abuse in some way. I feel like this could be verbal abuse too, from like childhood. Like you're teaching children how to not let harsh words that they were told when they were young. I see you teaching children how to not take that as personal, and use it and realize that it's just a projection of what that person was saying, or how that person felt about themselves. And not to, like, if someone's pinning you down and you're starting to believe it, you'll see that in your own reality, but it's really just a projection of them. So you cannot take what other people are saying about you as truth. It's just a way for them to feel like control, because they feel so powerless. Okay, pile 1. What does pile 1 need to do to receive more money? Oracle cards. Okay, wait. Let go is on the bottom. Walk away from the situation in order to resolve it. I also see, of course, a unicorn. So I definitely feel like looking up spiritual meanings of things. If you see certain animals or the same kind of message keeps appearing to you, become more conscious of your day-to-day reality and the messages that are coming through to you, because they come in ways that are so subtle, but they mean so much. So All right, animals. You understand animals and community. Yeah, so there's something about animals. You understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. Even in the children's picture, there's a picture of animals. So you could be volunteering, maybe giving back. That's how you give back your time if you cannot do it monetarily right now. Giving back to like a animal shelter or something like that, or helping animals. Environmentalist. You are an earth angel who was born to protect, nurture, and teach about nature and the animals. What in the world? Okay, see, something about, let me see. I also see that maybe an animal in your life is a great source of love and compassion for you, and that's what really allows you to feel deep love if you can't feel it from the people in your life right now. Oracle cards. I feel like you should get your own deck and tune into your own wisdom, your own guidance, and your own guides who are with you to assist you through this time. Because I know that you know there's a solution to this, and you're at the point where you're like, I'm gonna see it. Especially with the Three of Wands, Three of Wands right here. Like there's some sort of luck and opportunity that is coming out of business for you. I feel like if you just change the direction that you were going, and that could even be changing the direction of your thoughts, changing the direction of how you expect your life to turn out, not letting the current events or the past year or two dictate how your life really is, even though it's hard not to because you've experienced that, and it's kind of like maybe going to fight or flight mode, but overcoming that. Connecting to the love of animals, I feel like will really help you let go. Yeah, especially because like goes right here, and under that is nutrition, and body work was right under that. So going back to the body, which was what I was saying in the very beginning, changing the vibration of your body, changing the foods that you're eating, connecting more to nature and the earth, and not eating so much processed foods or things like that. Eating more, I see a lot of green, so it could be working with the heart chakra as well. I feel like you're really able to help people around you. And I feel like you've been doing that maybe for a few years or something, and you've never really thought that that could actually be a career, but you're starting to see that you have a lot of reward from doing that. Okay, let me see. One more message. Share, especially with Paul the Venetian, experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration of love and love are coming to you. So you are having a solution that is coming to you. Especially with, there's a gift that you have. I feel like that's healing, and that could be connecting children and animals, or having like maybe a petting zoo. I don't know what I'm saying at this point. I'm just seeing like a petting zoo and little kids coming and seeing the joy that they feel, or something like that. Or maybe you do work at a shelter and you see little kids. Maybe you can communicate intuitively and help families find the perfect animal for them, or something like that. I do feel like there's either one or two people, or even more, who are going to come into your life and just want to give to you and not even know why, and it's important for you to just receive it. If someone wants to give you a tip, or if someone wants to give you more money, or if someone wants to, it's their way of giving to you, so it's important for you to receive that. Work on opening your heart to receive. And then under this was Holy Amethyst. Divine Alchemy. Move beyond current challenges. Focus on what you desire. So yeah, going back to that gratitude. Have a gratitude journal. Write gratitude every single day. Before you go to bed, think of the best thing that happened to you that day, no matter how difficult the day was. You'll start to see over time, over a few weeks, your life definitely will shift. I also recommend reading The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. It's a 28-day program, but it's in a book, and it's a gratitude it's not even a program, I shouldn't say that word, but it's gratitude, working on your gratitude. So yeah, a big shift is happening. Definitely working with children, definitely connecting just to your heart. I feel like you also teach younger people how to connect to their own heart as well. It's like changing, and it's also giving back to the earth in that way. Maybe environmentalists too, with animals, you could bring animals back to the wild or something like that, or rehabilitation, I'm hearing. Like a rehabilitation center protecting animals that have been hurt or wounded, or something like that. So yeah, thank you, pile one. I hope that that resonated with you. I hope that you feel much better after hearing that, or just, I hope, yeah. Be sure to subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I will see you next week for the next video. Hi, pile two, welcome to your reading. So we're going to go ahead and look into your abundance. What's going on with that? How to bring more in, how to call more in, that kind of stuff. So first off, we have our Abraham Hicks Money and the Law of Attraction cards. It comes not by magic, but by universal law. Says on the back, start telling a better feeling story about the things that are important to you. Do not write your story like a factual documentary, weighing all the pros and cons of your experience, but instead tell the uplifting, fanciful, magical story of the wonder of your own life and watch what happens. It will feel like magic as your life begins to transform right before your eyes, but it is not magic. It is the power of the laws of the universe and your deliberate alignment with those laws. Yeah, so okay. So I'm feeling like if you've experienced a lot of lack, it's because you were so strong in that energy of lack. And it's like it became your reality quicker than you expected. And this may not even be, it could even be judging other people. It could be talking down about others or down about yourself, and then it like ending up being in other areas of your life. I do feel like the more you speak your life into existence, it really does become, it's like if it's become this huge snowball now, it's because it's taken time to build up to that snowball. Just as if when you're changing your vibration and going into something new, it'll become a great big snowball as well over time. So it's like you have to be as dedicated to the positive as you were to the lower vibration, changing your vibration altogether. I also see that it just changes the energy of wherever you end up as well. Like you'll stop being late places or getting caught in traffic or things like that, like little nuances that were happening that were just like, oh, why me, or just like bouts of irritation or things like that. It's subsiding and coming into a neutral and coming into a close. So I feel like you have to start speaking. I feel like while you're in the car speaking, I am abundant, I am magnetic, I am everything that you desire to be, speak it as though it already is. And you'll start seeing little things here and there. Someone either complimenting you, someone giving you something, or someone letting you in line before them, or someone paying for your coffee if they're ahead of you in the line. Things like that. I see a lot of little changes happening that are proving to you that it's working. Let's see. Pile two. What's going on with pile two? Money and abundance. How to bring in more abundance for pile two. Oh. The Chariot. All right. Going in alignment with your divine purpose. You could also have Cancer in your chart. Yeah, or just you know how to move ahead very quickly, and you know how to get what you desire very quickly. And that's why I feel like I see like your word is your wand, and you create your reality through your words more than others. Like that is how you manifest things through the throat. So you could also have Virgo or Gemini in your chart as well. Just a lot about the throat chakra I'm feeling. I see that it's important for you to speak highly of others. Speak highly of yourself as well. The success that other people have is yours to have as well, but if you do not believe that you can have it, you will turn it into judgment. So it's important to view everything as their highest expression. I mean, obviously, not the people who are around you. If people are not treating you well, of course, I mean, forgive them and view them for what they are, but I feel like it's important to like really test yourself this next month especially, and catch yourself when you feel your thoughts fleeting. Pile two. All right, so I do feel like you're either extremely beautiful, or you have really beautiful hair, or there's something about hair. There's something about doing something new with the hair as well. You do things that are very creative, and you're definitely on path with what it is that you want. It's interesting. I feel like money isn't really a thing for you right now. I mean, of course, you're kind of, I hear you say like, I definitely want more of it, but it's like things about the self are coming up, especially with strength in Leo. An Ace of Wands and 10 of Swords. Okay, let me see really quick. Especially with the Ace of Wands, I know this isn't like a sword, so it's not communication, but it's like a new creative opportunity, a new beginning of, I feel like you changing your words will spark new creativity or a new way of being or thinking. And with 10 of Swords, it's kind of like you're at the end of a cycle that was really draining or just tiring, and you didn't really want to deal with it anymore. So you turn that into creative, like a way to push you forward rather than keep you back. And that's why it's ending. Okay, let me see. Clarify the 10 of Swords. Oh. 9 of Swords. Okay, I feel like something could have happened. Okay, you could have either gone through a breakup and now you're just like talking ish on that person because they hurt you and like you feel justified in doing that, which totally fine. Go for it. I just feel like it's affecting you more than it's affecting them. Because you're saying those words, and those words carry a vibrational frequency and an energy, and that's just coming out of you and back into you. And you're having to be really strong in this. It's like, okay, clarify the 9 of Swords. Justice in the reverse. So you definitely feel like someone's, it has to do with someone and feeling like someone did something wrong to you. This could even be a Libra, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I just feel like you felt like someone took something from you, like like your personal power away. And the way that you are gaining that back is through speaking negatively on them. I think also to explain to others what really went on, but really it's just not serving you in the way that you think it is. I feel like it's actually fueling that pain even more. But it's also not to say you're supposed to shut out completely and not let anyone know what's going on. No. Let me see. Clarify justice, please. Clarify justice, please. King of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles on the bottom. Okay, so you got a true pair. Okay, this could not even be a relationship. This could just be like a boss of some sort, or like someone who had some sort of higher authority over you. I'm seeing an older man. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Queen of Pentacles, same energy, Taurus, Virgo. Oh, the Lovers is right under there. Something went south. Whatever the cause may be, whether you found something out and it changed everything, I feel like I'm also seeing moving, like moving states, moving here, moving there, moving everywhere, or just like wanting out of wherever you are. It's like running away when actually you're supposed to overcome it within. If you were to go somewhere, I mean, you totally can travel other places or move other places if you're feeling called to, especially if you want to go back home. But it's important to know that that will just run with you. The same kind of feeling that you're feeling now is going to follow you unless you do the necessary healing steps to let it go internally. Yeah, they feel like very vindicative. Is that the way to say it? I don't know. I don't know, love. They feel like, I don't even really want to get into them because honestly this is about you. And I feel like they've taken up enough of your energy. They could even have Leo in your chart, or you have Leo in your chart. But you're extremely beautiful, and it's almost like you were led to doubt that. I don't even feel like this really has anything to do about money. I feel like money is just going to kind of naturally come in for you, especially when you let go of this. So maybe it is important that you move to new heights, or finally do that thing that you've always wanted to do that they maybe have told you shouldn't do or couldn't do because they didn't want you to outgrow them or realize how powerful and beautiful you really were. It's like they kept, I feel like, caged, but then they continue to do more things. And my mom even told me the most insecure people end up being the ones who hurt you the most too. Especially when you try to reassure them, like, there's nothing to be insecure about, I'll never cheat on you, that kind of stuff. Like, they always end up doing whatever they are afraid you're going to do. It's like self-sabotaging. You have to be with someone who is as confident and strong as you are and become a vibrational match to that. Okay, let's see. Let's see the Power of Surrender cards. What must you surrender? Actually, I'm going to see who's helping you through the Keepers of the Light deck. All right, pile 2. What beings are helping pile 2 through this transition? Because I do feel like it is a transition, even though there's no really transition cards. I kind of feel like you're not even really sad about it. You're more just like, I need to move. I need to either make moves, do new things, move out of this energy. Like, you don't want to feel stuck in this energy even more. It's kind of like you, whenever you learn that someone has done something wrong to you, you're like, cool, bye. Kick rocks. I don't feel like you're really wanting to talk to this person at all. I feel like they are trying. Let's see. Who's helping pile 2? Because right now, I feel like maybe that's the point. Your focus should be on money. And because the way that you make money is through your creative pursuits and through expressing yourself creatively. And whether that be through... Oh my God, that's scary. Through a gift that you have or something like that, expressing that to the world, or if you're able to... I can also feel like you're extremely intuitive as well. I feel like you have some sort of like gift that could be with hair, like you could actually do hair. I don't know this. Okay, who's helping pile 2? Oh, that's a lot of cards. Like literally a lot of cards. Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest, speak with love and be heard. Okay, what I'm feeling is I don't feel like you need to communicate with this person or people. I feel like the most, because you can talk to others about what's going on. I don't feel like that will really do anything other than keep the cycle going and keep this kind of negative influence. I feel like it'll build upon the negative rather than finding a solution or finding a positive. I feel like with this, you should write a burn letter. Write everything you're angry about, how they took this from you, how they did, like write whatever anger comes to you. Let the emotions flow through. Cry as much as you need to, even if you're not sad, if you're angry, and it expresses through tears, that kind of stuff. Move through the feelings of mourning and grief. I feel, and then writing an appreciation letter, whether that be finding ways that you're appreciative of them because you learn certain things about yourself, or now that you're able to finally come into who you really are, that kind of stuff. I feel like you have to really get this energy moving through your throat so it doesn't become stifled or blocked, or it doesn't become something worse later on. Yeah, the Shekinah, sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. So I definitely feel like you have been freed from this and you're coming closer to who you really are on a soul level. I feel like this is like a path of discovery for you, and little did you know that they actually are one of the biggest catalysts for this new transition, this new... I feel like this time next year you're going to see yourself and not even recognize who you are, because the amount of growth that's happening is so intense and so much. And I do feel like you really are meant to be successful, and it's a big key to that is you not really focusing so much on career and success. You just want to feel wholeness, like I feel like a heart restoration. Pile 2. Who is helping pile 2? Pile 2. Who's helping pile 2? So many cards. Okay, I'm just gonna read them. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right. An important lesson is unfolding. Commander Ashtar, call to action. Take charge. Lead by example. Walk your talk. Mother Mary, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. Dharma unfolding. Dua cool. Remember that you are on a path. Take one step at a time to happiness. I feel like the more, whatever you feel was taken from you in this experience, use this as an opportunity to give it to yourself. So then you'll see that you don't need to rely on others to get that to you, but also you'll start to attract people who will treat you with that level of respect. However they've treated you I feel like it's a recurring theme, whether you felt like that internally and now it's expressed itself in the physical through this person or through this experience. it's like how you're speaking to yourself internally, and it's finally come to a physical manifestation, so you can finally clear it out. Oh, holy amethyst on the bottom, divine alchemy, move beyond current challenges, focus on what you desire. Okay, yeah, ancestor spiegel. White eagle, ancestor spirit, connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Yeah, I definitely feel like this goes deep in the family wound, but I also feel like there's an ancestor or a grandmother, grandfather figure, great grandma, some kind of like ancestral figure who helped you see this pattern, who helped you see this truth in this person. Like you found something out, whether the truth was given to you through something, like you picked up a phone and you saw the messages on accident, like you didn't even go searching for it, it just happened. Or if like you felt something internally and finally it came out and they admitted you were right. It's something like that. Your guides, especially your family, like someone in the family who had gone through exactly what you're going through and they stayed, or they didn't change their pattern when they knew they should have, they are helping you change the pattern. Because if you don't change this pattern now, it's going to continue being a pattern in your children's lives and their children. Like it's going to keep on going until you become aware of it, cut the cord, and choose a new way of being. You have to heal it internally is what I'm feeling. I'm seeing a lot of Reiki. I'm seeing you moving out of this energy into a new one, choosing healing over suppression. Yeah, Sanat Kumara, light activation, shine your light, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Yeah, exactly what I was saying. They're trying to teach you things or show you things through your intuition, which you may have just like whisked away in the past, like, oh no, I'm just being crazy, or I'm just being this, or I'm just being that, because they didn't show any sign of that being fact, because they were sneaky or something like that. But now you're learning that you are extremely, not only powerful, vivacious. I don't know what that word means. I'm gonna have to look it up. You're very intuitive, intelligent. Like there's just something about like this is about you learning your own source of power through this experience, no matter how painful it is. The amount of the amount of guidance that you're gaining or wisdom that you're gaining for yourself to move you forward in life is unmatched. Nothing else could change this kind of, you're going, as weird as it sounds, you're not going to be grateful for the person, but you're going to be grateful for the experience because of how much growth you've experienced. And I just want to keep reiterating that. And this too shall pass, I'm really hearing. I feel like whatever ancestor showed you this side to this person is also very much involved in your healing process and bringing you to the practitioners or the guides, or however they're helping you overcome this. They didn't want to just show you this and then let you go and figure it out on your own. They're helping you figure out how to overcome this and move forward. I feel like it's going to be like a challenge, but it's nothing that you can't do. Okay. Okay, let's see. Pile 2. What does pile 2 must surrender? Okay. I'm hearing, do not let this block you off from who you're meant to be with in the future. Right now, you may feel like you want to kind of cut off relationships or cut off people or not want to get close to anyone again, because I feel like this kind of was blindsiding or something that you didn't expect, and it hurt because you really cared about this person and love this person. But I feel like when you work through the healing, definitely work on your fear of getting close to people again, because I do feel a soulmate coming in for you, or someone who has gone through a similar kind of experience, and both of you are going to come towards each other within the next 5 years, I feel. And you're going to come from a healed, evolved place. Oh, sorry, I think my family's home. Yeah, you are ready to let love in, compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So I feel like this is a big one. You can't let this close you out completely, because this was meant to open. Oh my God, there's a bee flying outside. Yeah, you have to let this open you up instead of close you down. Okay, let's see. One more card. Sorry, my brother and his friends just got here. 1 second. All right, surrender. Yeah, surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward towards positive situations in your life. Like I was saying in the beginning, obviously do it in
2 hours later.
So yeah, obviously do it in due time. Let it go as it comes up. They all just came home, so you could be coming home to yourself. I mean, we can look at everything as as it comes. And then surrender your addictions. Whether you're addicted to substances, food, people, sex, or overworking, take action to begin to heal the addiction and replace it with healthier alternatives. I feel like maybe being addicted to overthinking what it was, what could be, how to change, how to do this, what could you have done differently, I shouldn't have even been with him in the first place. Like this is like your way of self-soothing, even though I feel like it just perpetuates a cycle of abuse towards self. So I feel like if you let go of the resentment towards them or anything that had gone on through the burn letter, through these kind of healing journeys, through meditation, through clearing out, through inner child healing as well, you'll realize that you're just going to feel more free, and that there's a lot to live other than this experience right now. And I feel like you know that, but it's just like, yeah. And surrender worry on the bottom. Yeah, just let go of any anxieties that you were feeling, especially about this, because I feel like that pain kind of brought itself up in new ways or made you worried about what's to come. It's like when you're too focused on the future or the past, you're taking away from the present moment, and that's why it's hard to kind of navigate your emotions or things that are going on, because you're so focused on things that are outside of your control. The only things that you can, not even control, but just the only things that you can learn how to move with and flow with is the present moment. So take everything as it comes up and let it go as it comes up, because this is a journey after all. All right, pile 2, what is the purpose? What can they do to feel better about themselves? What talk to your angels is right here. What can they do to feel better? I definitely feel like connecting with whoever is with you on the other side. Leadership's on the bottom, so I feel like you're actually going to be a leader or an advocate for some sort of change. You're either going to help people overcome this kind of toxic abuse and realize that it's not their fault. I feel like this is kind of the lesson that you're coming to learn, is that it wasn't your fault. It had nothing to do with you and everything to do with them. Pile 2, messages for pile 2. Protected while you are safe and supported while you change your career. So this could even be a part of you moving and then going into a new career wherever you move, knowing that there will be an opportunity or a job for you wherever you go. All right, pile 2. And that could even be why the strength card came up in the beginning. Leadership is on the bottom again, because you are strong enough to get through this. It may feel really difficult, but it's not. Study, reading, research, and education help you gain confidence and clarity about your career. I feel like you're going to start learning again or going on a new path and finding out what you really are called to do on a spiritual realm. I feel like through the spiritual healing, you're going to realize that you feel so driven and so open, like an advocate for change through this, and you realize that healing really does happen. You don't have to keep repeating the same kind of cycles or patterns or behaviors. That once you become conscious of it, and once you consciously work to heal it, release it, cut the cord, move forward, heal the cord, cut it, move forward, that you really, like, the world is your oyster after that. Especially with leadership at the bottom again, yeah, take charge of the situation, but I also feel like you're going to be a leader in helping people through this kind of same situation and overcoming it. I feel like the things that affect us the most are what we're meant to overcome and change, and also be a voice for others who are going through the same kinds of things, because there's no better person to learn these lessons from than people who have been through it as well. I do feel like the divine is definitely on your side. I see you supported and like protected with a huge white light. So you are protected, yeah. Light and love just flew out. Your purpose is to bring divine healing, light, and love to this world. What was I just saying? Wow. And plus, look at, oh my God, a ball of white light. I can't, I have the chills. Wow, that's weird. Well, not weird in a bad way. Anyway, Oracle cards. You're able to discern answers and guidance for yourself and others. I feel like, same with pile 1. Pile 1 also got this. You're either going to get an oracle deck and start reading for yourself and then strengthening your intuition that way, and then helping other people, and like using that as kind of like a transitionary phase from like reading oracle cards to then doing something without oracle cards and just you as a clear channel. to help people. I don't know. Ooh, artist is on the bottom. Engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career in every area of your life. So maybe even doing a painting class, or like I see throwing paint at something. Like maybe there's something you could do to like release tension or anger through art. I don't know if they have, you know how like they have those places where you can just break a ton of things to let feelings out. Maybe they have something like that with art. I'm not sure. I don't know, guys. School, books, trust. Okay. School, the answers that you're seeking involves going to school and books. You connect your life purpose through your involvement with books and study. So I feel like you're actually going to be learning a lot about the effects that this situation has had. You're going to be learning from people who have also experienced the same kind of thing. They've overcome it, and they're experiencing relationship harmony now, and a positive relationship, that kind of thing. I feel like you're really moving forward and learning from people who have been through the same thing, so then you too can become a teacher and help other people who have been through these kinds of things. Oh my god, trust is on the bottom of both of these. Trust. See? Surrender to trust and trust. Another ball of white light. So yeah, you just have to trust the situation, and I know you do, that this situation is leading you on the right path, exactly where you're meant to be, and also that this situation happened because it was on path, it was on purpose. There's high levels of learning that you're receiving from this experience that you couldn't have had without this experience. So yeah. Thank you so much, Pile 2, for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope this resonated with you. Be sure to subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I will see you next week for the next reading. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose Pile 3, we're going to go ahead and look into how to bring in more abundance or things like that. So you actually got 2 messages from the Money and the Law of Attraction cards from Abraham and Esther and Jerry Hicks, Abraham. So let's see. The first one is, Good morning. I can't tell stories of shortage and experience abundance. All right. The back says, continuing to tell stories of shortage only continues to contradict your desire for abundance, and you cannot have it both ways. You cannot focus upon unwanted and receive wanted. You cannot focus upon stories about money that make you feel uncomfortable and allow into your experience what makes you comfortable. A different story will bring different results. My thoughts are the basis for the attraction of all things that I consider to be good, which includes enough money and health for my own comfort and joy. So that's the first one. And the second one is, I am the attractor of my every experience, which goes hand in hand. Sorry, my dog's in here and he's chewing, so I might have to take him out in a second. You are meant to live an expansive, exhilarating, good-feeling experience. It was your plan when you made the decision to become focused in your physical body in this time-space reality. You were born knowing that you are a powerful being, that you are good, that you are the creator of your experience, and that the law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself, is the basis of the universe, and you knew it would serve you, and so it has. Okay, that number is 8 and this number is 10. So I do feel like you're coming into a new money experience, creating a whole new experience for money, something that you've never experienced before. Maybe you grew up in a family that had to work really hard for what they wanted, or maybe you couldn't even receive what you really desired because of the belief systems that your family had, and you've inherited that, and you're having to consciously work. I feel like first generation millionaire. So I feel like you're the first of your family history to achieve this kind of level of high success, and it's been like you've had to clear out a lot of you've had to clear out a lot of things that you knew were not in accordance with you. It's like you came into this life to learn how to master the law of attraction, to master creating your own source of wealth and proving to yourself that you can do it. I feel like for some, you may even have a family who's not so supportive of you, or kind of like wants to harp on everything that you're doing, or being like, oh, you can't do that, you can't achieve that, just because they couldn't. But again, that is just a projection of them, and it has nothing to do with you. And I feel like you know that, but it's just good to hear that again. Okay, so let's see. Pile 3. So I also feel like changing your vibration, changing the way that you look at money, looking in your bank account, no matter the number that's in there, and being so appreciative that you have that, and it will build upon itself even more. Allowing yourself to receive as well. Like when people give you gifts, allow yourself to receive them without feeling like you have to give back in some way or pay them or something like that. It's allowing what people are giving to you to be received, because as my mom always says, things that are given to you is the universe's way of showing you that they love you or giving you what you desire through people or through physical things, because they are obviously not in the physical realm. So it's easier for them to give you blessings when, oh my God, the Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom. It's easier for them to give you blessings through physical beings or people on the physical realm, especially if you've worked to create a new sense of financial freedom or things like that. So I like that the Ace of Pentacles is on the bottom. I'm going to keep it here because you are creating a new way of money, a new source of income, a new way of creating your own wealth. I do feel like you are an entrepreneur of some sort, creating your own sense of financial security. And I feel like part of you, once you reach this high level of success, is going to want to take care of your family for some reason, not just doing that out of the goodness of your heart. I feel like it's important though to not do it out of obligation and to do it out of true desire to give, and also not feeling obligated to give people money just because you have it or just because they're asking for it. Instead, use it as an opportunity to teach them, and if they don't want to learn, then that's their own choice. Like, you don't have to feel obligated to give people money just because you have a lot. Hold on, let me turn on the light really quick. Okay. All right, let's see. Because you are a very caring being. I feel like you have a lot of care and consideration for others and a lot of love to give. All right, pile 3, messages for pile 3, Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you've had to create your own sense of wealth, and I feel like the clearing out of the old has taken a lot longer than you anticipated, but it's because you're going to receive long-term success. It's like how long you took to clear out and how you kept going, even if you didn't see the physical manifestation quite yet. That's how long you're going to be receiving good things too. It's like you dedicated so much of your time to letting go of the old that you've proven not only to yourself but to the universe that you are dedicated to this path and that you will be receiving a lot as it comes. Okay. Messages for pile 3, Magician. Yep. 7 of Swords. Okay. 3 of Wands, the World, Ace of Wands, and 8 of Swords. Okay, so this could be in the past or this could be now, but you felt kind of constricted, I feel like, to go for what you wanted because of what others have said to you or how they've made you feel, because they weren't able to succeed in the way that they wanted to. Overcoming a lot of limiting beliefs around money or negative associations with money. Especially with the World here, I do feel like it's a cycle that's ending or has ended. And this is just confirmation that those kind of like blocks that were up, for lack of a better word, were to bring you to this wholeness, to end this cycle and lead you to manifest something new with the Magician, to create your own reality, to create a reality different than you've ever experienced before. And it's been, these kinds of people are the most determined and strong because they don't let anything stop them. It's like they're so uncomfortable with the lower vibrational energy, or like the fight or flight reality, having to work so hard but not really receiving as much. Like when you're putting in so much work but your paycheck isn't that big, it's like exhausting all of your efforts, not really living a life that you know that you should be. You're moving out of that and coming into something new. Especially with the Magician, like you are genuinely creating a new reality for yourself and the world. So keep going, I'm hearing. Let go of the lack mind and come into the abundant mind. And that takes time, but also it's worth it once you overcome it and succeed. You or they could have been a fixed sign, so Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Leo. But yeah, there's obviously something, like you're very creative, and I feel like ever since you were young, you kind of knew that there was better out there for you. And now that you've come to this age or this point where you can finally create it for yourself, and I feel like it's been years and years and years in the making, like a desire has been in the works for a long time, like 10 years. Okay, let me ask about this 7 of Swords, because I don't feel like this is, you may have felt like you had to like not step on others, but like cut corners or something like that. But there's another way to receive what you're asking for. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Clarify the Seven of Swords. Justice is on the bottom. King of Cups. I do feel like this kind of has, like, is a father figure of some sort. They could have had a lack mindset, something like that. Three of Pentacles, it was in the reverse. So I'm feeling like stifled collaboration, not feeling like you can collaborate with others because you're afraid they're going to take from you. And maybe that goes back to the beginning of people, like, oh, like people wanting from you or trying to take from you, and so you feeling like you have to keep it all to yourself. But I feel like you can use this as an opportunity to decide different and attract different experiences through others. Okay. Seven of Swords, King of Cups, Ten of Swords. Sorry, my cat is meowing because she wants to play. Justice. Okay, so ultimately justice will be served. You will see, yeah, Queen of Pentacles. You are coming into this very abundant, nurturing, like you're going to learn that you can give. There are people who you can trust and who you can give to who won't be taking from you with malicious intent. I do feel like maybe there's a masculine energy, could be a water sign, could have been like emotionally manipulative, that it may not even have been associated with money, but like it just, that emotional manipulation kind of made you feel like, it's kind of like when people are taking from you and you're like, if I had nothing, no one would even want anything from me. I could be in solitude on my own. But you're just meant to cut them out of your life, not physically out of your life, but maybe just don't tell them as much as you have, or don't let them, like this is a way for you to have strength to put boundaries up or say no to people who are not deserving of your time or energy. Yeah, it could have Libra influence as well. These are just the signs that are coming up. And the Lovers is on the bottom with Six of Cups. Yeah, so yeah, this just could be someone from the past that you were dating or something like that, or like you were in a relationship where you were the breadwinner and so like you were having to pay for everything and now you just don't even want it, and you don't realize that you having such a block towards them was actually putting up a block towards money in some sense. Sorry, my dog. Let's see. Any additional money? How are we going to move forward from this? How is pile 3 going to move forward from this? I feel like, obviously, I do feel like it's a family of some sort, or they could have felt like family to you when you were detached from your family. So you just have a strong emotional bond to them, but they just feel kind of like they didn't have such as high regard. They were like taking advantage of your caring nature. Oh, let's see what card just flipped. Seven of Pentacles and the Sun in the reverse. Yeah, so like you were just giving, not really seeing what, or maybe they were trying to convince you that you weren't good enough. There's just something about someone else having more control or more say over you and your manifestations than you do. And I feel like you're gaining your power back because of this. You're like, you're not able to talk to me like that. I'm not even going to listen to you. This isn't right. But they're like taking away from your happiness emotionally. And it's almost like when you got all the money, you're like, this wasn't even worth it, because now there's like so many, a whole other multitude of problems. But just because the energies that were still in your life while you were receiving money weren't good for you. Especially with the Moon in reverse, I do feel like it's coming to light, whoever this person was, or people. Yeah, King of Swords on the bottom, so definitely in reverse too. So they're using their word as a sword rather than to uplift you or protect, using their sword to protect you. They were using it to hurt you. And I feel like this has come to light, and I feel like maybe it was shocking. It was kind of just like, I feel like maybe you felt really alone, but I feel like the more that you just allow this place of aloneness to kind of set in without feeling like you're at a lack, you will attract new people who are making the same amount of money as you, or people who have their own sense of financial freedom, so they're not going to take from you, and you can feel like a new soul family. I feel like there's something about a new soul family coming in, and the family that you came into, it feels kind of karmic, or like a way for you to learn more about yourself and how to create your own sense of stability, because you were in like the opposite end of the spectrum. Okay, let me see. Yeah, okay. Keepers of the light. Who is helping you? I want to know who's helping you. All right. Who is assisting pile 3 at this time? Up on my guides, their guides, your higher self, my higher self. Pile 3. Who is blessing them on this path? I'm hearing, they do not want money to become a negative association now. It's like it was a negative association on a family level or like a DNA level, and now that you've overcome that and created your own sense of stability, and this could even be the future, what's going to happen when you create all this wealth for yourself or accumulate all this wealth, they just do not want it to become a burden in that sense, because I feel like money is a way for you to have freedom or detach from your old experience. So like whether that's moving out or creating a new life for yourself, not feeling bad for letting these people go or not being as attached to them. Hilarion, divine healing. Honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. Yeah, I feel like you naturally are, it's like you're in a very evolved soul. You naturally are very loving, very giving, very supportive. And it's important that you surround yourself with people who are the same octave and who feed your light rather than take from it because they need it to survive. All right, pile 3. Who's with pile 3? How to bring blessings into their life. Divine director, intervention, and oh, Mother Mary's on the bottom. Definitely very loved. You're very protected. I feel like you should call on her if you need any sort of love or ask her to bring in new people into your life, and I feel like they will come. I hear Godspeed, so very quickly. Divine director, intervention, and purpose. Divine intervention is occurring. Know that you are being guided. Happiness is your purpose. Yes. It's like when you experience such levels of unhappiness from a young age, it's because you're meant to overcome that. Same with finances. Like if you've experienced poverty growing up and you desire something new, it's to push you even farther towards healing so you can overcome and go to a higher octave. Carnunos, life forth, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. What I feel like this is talking about is the sacral chakra. It's important for you to heal or balance the sacral chakra so you can receive intuitive hits about creativity or new things, especially if you are an entrepreneur. They'll give you new ideas or new things to create more sources of wealth, and also it'll heal that any like sexual trauma or things like that. I feel like you should go to energy healing is what I'm really feeling. Even long distance Reiki, if you can't do it because of COVID or something like that. Listening to meditations that call on these ascended masters or higher beings to bring peace and love into your life, changing your vibration ultimately so you can detach from somebody else's belief system and create your own. Melchizedek, Isis, and Lady Portia. Okay. Melchizedek, higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner studies now required to further progress. So I feel like this is about, the things that you learn from healing, through the energy healing, through things like that. Whatever you're learning from that is going to help you in so many areas of life, not just the one that you're going with the intent to heal. Isis, magic manifesting. So more manifesting. Your dreams, visions, and goals are becoming reality. Stay focused. I definitely feel like Isis is here to help you transcend the darkness I'm hearing and evoke the light so you can experience the kind of life that you desire and that you know is there for you. It's like you know it deep down that you're meant for something more. I feel like you've known even since you were a little kid, looking out the window and being like, I know that there's more to life than this. And you're starting to see it as you've gotten older, and you're just scratching the surface is what I'm hearing. Lady Portia, divine order. Do what you feel is right, and important lesson is unfolding. I feel like this is teaching you how to honor yourself over the wishes of other people. It's teaching you how to choose yourself over what other people are trying to convince you of, because other people will have power over you as long as you let them. The second that you start to choose yourself and your own power and like use that as a driving force and gaining magnitude in that, they will try to fight it even more and pull you down even more, and you seriously have to rely on yourself at this time, and you have to be your own sense of strength and your own support system at this time, because you will bring in more people who support you on a level that you've never experienced before. I just see a completely new circle, like a completely new social circle, a completely new way of being, a completely new experience. Okay, let me see. Let's see, pile 3, what is their life purpose? What is their life purpose? I feel like you should really communicate with the higher realms, and I feel like they communicate with you as well through your dreams. Or right before you're falling asleep, I can hear something talking to you or trying to talk to you. And it's not to be afraid of it, because you can feel the vibration, and you can feel if it's of love and light or if it's of negative. And I feel like if you continue to surround yourself with the white light of divine love and call upon Archangel Michael to protect you and surround you with his blue shield, you will only have access to communicate with beings who are of higher intent. Pile 3, what is their purpose? Pile 3, what is their purpose? Oh, that went far. I'm gonna have to go get that. Pile 3, I'm gonna go pick it up, 1 second. Spiritual teachers on the bottom. You heal with classes, sessions, and seminars. Yeah, so I feel like you should seek out a spiritual teacher, a spiritual guide to help you navigate these things, because I really feel like this is so intense and it goes back so far, and it was so ingrained that you really have to have somebody helping you, guiding you through clearing this out so you can have a completely new sense of peace. 1 second. Okay. Flowers flew out. Working with flowers opens your heart and brings blessings to others through your life purpose. I feel like basking in the beauty of flowers is a big one, like stopping to smell the roses, literally. I feel like that, what they're saying with that is using that as a present, like stop to smell the roses, which means tuning into the present moment and connecting with where you're at this time. And when you like kind of quiet the mental chatter and focus on what's going on or the beauty, or even looking around you and having appreciation or looking at things through the eyes of love, you're going to change your frequency. You're going to change your DNA, is what I'm saying too. Like you're shifting a lot, turning on new DNA strands, I feel like higher vibration strands, and turning off the ones that have kept you in a lower frequency. Okay, pile 3, crystals. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy and builder. Your innate ability to build and create brings you a deep sense of accomplishment. Yeah, so I just feel like you build. Okay, I do feel like crystals are going to help you through your clearing process and also through bringing in higher vibrational energy to your home, clearing out the old. I feel like you should cleanse your home, sage. I also am seeing you taking baths, Epsom salt baths, clearing out this energy, because I do feel like you take on a lot of other people's energies without realizing it, and you have to let that go as well, because it's not yours. And also saying what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs, and kind of cutting the cords at the end of the day. And you'll, even when you start to feel sadness, okay, for example, if you start to feel sadness or something and you can feel that it's not yours, like it comes out of nowhere and it's like you don't know where the root is, you're most likely picking up on somebody else's energy. And so if you say what's mine is mine, what's theirs is theirs, and you cut the cord, you will detach from them and connect to your own source. And usually you'll feel more free after too. Like if you feel better after doing that and you don't feel sad anymore, that's when you know it was somebody else and not you. Okay. Let's see. What must pile 3 surrender to experience higher vibrations? Pile 3, surrender to pile 3. Surrender stress. Yeah, that's probably why the flowers thing came up too. Take a few take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So yeah, letting go of this kind of energy, this feeling, so you don't keep fueling more stress. And I feel like right now you're teaching yourself how to experience life in a new way, through consciousness and through conscious change. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Yeah, I feel like procrastination is also a way to keep you stuck and stagnant, and also so you don't have to face the fears. Really, when you're procrastinating, you're avoiding something. Whether that be you're avoiding the feeling of not being good enough, you're avoiding the feeling of not getting it done, or if you were told what to do all the time and now you're like free and you just want to do whatever you want. I feel like when it comes to work and business, procrastination just can't happen. You have to find a way to use that energy and ask what it is teaching you, what is the purpose of it, and figure out what it really is, why you are procrastinating, and clear that out so you can, because I know that you want to work and you want to do these things. It's like letting go of the fears that are keeping you procrastinating and not doing it a certain way. Surrender to the beauty of the natural world. That just goes in with the flowers. Yeah, take a relaxing break and spend time in nature. Replenish yourself by feeling the beauty and ecstasy there. Yeah, tuning into the beauty of what is around you instead of stress or overwork. And it's going to take time, and even if you make excuses like, I can't do that, there's so much going on, you're going to keep yourself in this energy. They're trying to give you solutions to let go of this energy, not keep you in it. But if you want to keep yourself there, then that's totally fine. I feel like you're going to learn over time. Yeah, surrender denial. Accept people and situations exactly as they are without denying the difficulties. Then you can see things clearly and make the best decisions. I feel like you're just coming into the truth of everything and also learning how to reprogram your life as you know it. Because a lot of the responses or reactions or unconscious behaviors or subconscious motivations that we have are programmed from our families and from that whole lineage. And so when you're making new and clearing out that karma and coming into a new sense of being, all you have to rely on is yourself, and that is intense, but it's also, it can happen and does happen for people who stay true to that course. Okay, pile 3, last message for pile 3. Oh, surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Do not be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what you do. That was literally what was coming up in the very beginning. Let haters be your motivators, literally. That's all I'm going to say. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yeah, this path that you're taking is one that no one that you've ever been around has ever done before. And this isn't to prove to anyone but yourself that you can do it. Because I'm just saying, like, you've known since you were little, like, you were going to be something bigger than what you were experiencing. And that was just to push you forward. So you just have to remember that. And yeah, work with spiritual teachers. I'm going to link my mom in the description because she is one of the most powerful, incredible spiritual healers. If I didn't have her helping me with her clearing rituals and even her retreats in Hawaii, I wouldn't even be where I'm at right now. I would have succumbed to the past and like my family's choices rather than learn how to choose my own. And that's the biggest blessing and the most freedom I've ever experienced, is by choosing myself and letting go of what I was raised upon. And I'm so grateful that she taught me that. So I'm going to link her down below for you, because she definitely is. And she's running a new course too in January, which is Awakening to Your Divinity, Awakening to Your Divine Purpose. So I feel like that'll be really big in helping. And she has hypnosis, breath work. She brings in tons of different teachers who will be of assistance. So if that's something that you're looking into, or if you feel called to do or check out, I would definitely recommend that. So yeah. All right, thank you so much, pile 3. I hope this was a good reading for you. I hope that you feel clear, and also, like, you are ultimately the chooser of your destiny, the creator of your destiny. So you have the power, and whichever way you want to exude that power, whether for light or for the latter, then that's up to you. But I really do feel like you're meant to overcome this, and that's why you've even come to this reading. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe and tune into the next video. I put a video out every week, so I'll see you then. Hi, pile 4, welcome to your reading. So today we're going to look into abundance, how to bring more abundance in, and things like that. So let's go ahead and get right into it. First off, we have the Money and the Law of Attraction cards from Esther and Jerry Hicks, Teachings of Abraham. So your card is, what do I want and why do I want it? So the back of the card says, when you acknowledge what you do not want and then ask yourself, what is it that I do want? You begin a gradual shift into the telling of a new story and into a much improved point of attraction. You get the essence of what you think about, whether you want it or not, because the law of attraction is unerringly consistent. Therefore, you are never only telling the story of how it is now, you are also telling the future experience that you are creating right now. So I feel like getting clear on what you want and why you want it, it's beyond that. It's going into a new energy, a new vibration, it's like getting into the daydream of creation, like how your life will be when you have it, how exciting it feels, like that new house or that new car or that ring on your finger if you want to get engaged, or buying a ring for others. It's like coming into a new source of creation so you can be a mirror for that. And it comes into like the fantasy, the creation of seeing beyond just the, oh, I desire this. It cuts it off right there. But when you're like, I desire this because it'll bring me this, this, and this, and this joyous, expansive energy, it expands your energy field to bring in new experiences, a new higher awareness as well. And also, self-awareness as to why it is you really desire it. And it's more fun that way. So you can really feel into what it will be like when it's here. So I really love that. Okay, let's see. Pile 4. Give me messages for pile 4, please. Messages for pile 4. Call upon your guides, my guides, our higher selves. I surround us with the white light of divine love. Some cards slipped out. All right, 1 second. Ace of Pentacles on the bottom, 3 of Pentacles, and 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so if you work, and 10 of Pentacles. Okay, oh yes, okay. If you were creating something new, I feel like you're collaborating with others in some sort, and in the past you may have not seen the reward, or like you had these big desires for yourself and they weren't unfolding in the way that you anticipated. But I feel like I'm just seeing timing, like a clock ticking, and it was just a matter of time. And the fact that you kept persevering, even though you weren't seeing, like, you didn't take no for an answer, you kept going on your own, and that is creating this Ace of Pentacles, either a new creation, like you either tweaked something so you have a new way of creating it for yourself, or either calling in other people for support or help, or other people are asking to assist you. This could be investors, things like that. And the 10 of Pentacles, you are creating this ultimate like legacy, this success for yourself. This is just bright ideas, like bright eyes. I feel like you're helping a lot of people. I also see you being in multiple different fields, so maybe humanitarianism, or using your pentacle, using your coin as a way to give back what you've received, and being very thankful, having a deep appreciation for what it is that you have, knowing that yes, you created it. It was like a co-creative effort, not only with yourself but with spirit and the spiritual realm, bringing it into the physical. So I feel like you're able to really create your own source of wealth through that. And I feel like this is going to help like your family lineage from here on out, so like your children, their children, etc. And I feel like the children that you have, you're just very helpful. I feel like you want to give back, whether that be teaching people how to receive this kind of wealth or giving back. I just feel like you're in many ways giving back what you have received, and that's why this is blessing you so much, and that's why so much is pouring into you, because you're consistently having equal balance. Like the fountain is continuing to pour out the water that has been given. So I feel like you're just giving back. Yeah, Queen of Wands and Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So I feel like this is you, a leader, like an authoritative figure, someone who is just highly regarded and highly admired too, very beautiful, very ethereal, very passionate, very driven, very, like, you just have this ambition about you that feels like you know that you're a boss, you know you're a leader. And with the Queen of Pentacles too, like, you know that you also give back, and you're very nurturing, you're very humble, and you're very loving. And I feel like the whole point of it wasn't even, you obviously love money and you like that, but I feel like what really is a driving force for you is the feeling you get by blessing other people. And that's why so much, you have pretty much all Pentacle cards here, Knight of Pentacles too. This is something that has created, you've put in so much work and so much dedication and so much effort into this for so long. You've never given up, and that's why it's paying off big time. And I feel like over time, it's kind of like, I see for some of you having a book that hits the New York Times bestseller list, and you will just continue to accumulate royalties. It's going to be one of those books that people talk about, kind of like Asking It Is Given from Esther and Jerry Hicks, like that. The books that are timeless and never go out because the teachings are so crucial and so important. It's that kind of energy, and you're always going to be accumulating wealth because of that. And it's going to give you a platform to be able to give back in a way that you've received. Yeah, like I said before. And that's what you love to do, and I feel like that's why you wanted to do it too. So even what do I want and why do I want it, I feel like money has always been a motivator for you, but in comparison to giving back and blessing people who were in like need of it, that is what was a big motivator for you too. You could have come from having to build yourself from the ground up, and that's why it's important for you to give back to people who are doing the same. I feel like you really care about children, you really care about the youth and making sure that they feel supported in doing what they want, because you understand that the only way that there's going to be a change in this world is if we individually and collectively come together as individuals, bringing our own inspiration and our own unique gifts and coming together and collaborating and making the change that we wish to see. So I feel like you're a big advocate of that. Yeah, I love this so much. This is so great. Okay. Let's see. I don't really, okay. Actually, yeah, okay, one more card fell out. Okay, the Fool's on the bottom. So I do feel like you're able to kind of go into this like happy-go-lucky. I feel like you've always kind of had this, I attract what I desire. Like you maybe even follow Abraham Hicks. There's something about you just creating your own sense of happiness and freedom beyond the material. It's like you just, yeah, in Page of Cups. I feel like you also give a message of emotional support to people who require that. And you like deliver you have this like childlike essence to where you know the soul is eternal, and you teach other people that, and so they don't feel stuck in this life. Or you teach people how to let go of regret too, which I don't even think that you may say it like that, but it's like, do not teaching people that they don't have to have negative feelings toward themselves for not getting something done. As long as they take this moment to change that, that is when the new comes in. I feel like you just give a lot of positive messages for people that make them feel blessed and heard at the same time. And I feel like you encourage people to take their own leap of faith and celebrate the victories and celebrate the jumps that they will take. And also I feel like you teach people how to, like birds of a feather flock together, to be around the people that are a reflection of you and who you desire to be. Like going for the gold, I feel like, is a big one. Yeah, I feel like you also know how to treat yourself too, which is a big one why you keep receiving, because you're not always in the work mode. You also give back to yourself as well as give back to the public. So that's why I just feel like a equal balance of giving and receiving, like your scales are balanced, which is incredible. I feel like you've taken a long time to master this, but it finally came. The World is on the top. I wanted to pull the top card, the World, yeah. So I feel like you actually reach a world scale. I don't feel like this is a cycle ending. I feel like this is you being seen by the world. And if you haven't been seen yet, you will be, because your message is very important. And you also are such a strong catalyst for change, and you really do bring out the best in people. You could have dominant Leo in your chart, Taurus, Aquarius, Scorpio, so fixed signs. Like you, fixed signs, you keep your eye on the prize that you have and you never give up. And that's exactly what the Seven of Pentacles was saying too. Like you didn't give up on yourself. You kept going. You learn from your mistakes and you change them rather than taking mistakes as failures. You took mistakes as learning opportunities. Okay, let's see. No. I want to talk about life purpose. Yeah, let's do purpose first. All right, pile 4. Messages for pile 4, please. What is their It's almost like I'm also hearing you are teaching people what we should have learned in school, because it's about the self, like self-mastery, abundance, law of attraction. Not even abundance in monetary, but like abundance of self, opulence. Yeah. Okay. What is the purpose of pile 4? Pile 4. I'm hearing fame for a lot of you too, but not in a negative term. It's like you're changing what the meaning of fame means, because you're using it for light and love rather than just like to feed the ego. All right. Pile 4. Crystals and time to decide. Okay. Your connection to crystals and gemstones is a channel for healing energy. I feel like this is just reiterating that you are extremely intuitive and empathetic and also sensitive to the energies around you. And so the crystals that you may have tons of crystals, you may love crystals, you may haven't even started your spiritual journey through studying crystals, or like someone brought a crystal to you, maybe at childhood, your parents could have had some and not really know what they were, and then when you grew up you learned that they were crystals, that kind of thing. I feel like you were always kind of around that kind of energy. And time to decide, make a decision based on your heart's true desires. Okay, let me ask about this. Clarify time to decide. I feel like it's right now, it's okay, yeah, because Nine of Wands was on the bottom. So maybe choosing one direction to go in right now, because you are going to be going in multiple directions. But for right now, it's choosing one one thing that you've mastered to teach about, so you don't feel overworked or overwhelmed trying to like manage it all at once, because I do feel like this is a gradual process coming. And yeah, okay, Three of Swords fell out. I feel like this is also if you felt like stuck or like you have started to kind of give up. This is a message to not give up. It's time to decide yourself, because this is the reading. This is the energy that's coming up for you, success on every level, and you have to make it past. I feel like this is the final stretch. Like once you make it past this and you continue to choose yourself time and time again, it's going to pay off big time. Body work is on the bottom. I do feel like maybe you should have body work done. So like acupuncture, cupping, massage, that kind of thing. Clearing out, because I feel like you have taken on a lot of stress to get something done, or like your workload has increased after a period of rest or relaxation. Not even relaxation, but just a period where you had to go inwards rather than create something. So I feel like clearing out the energetic like stagnancy, the stagnant energy. I'm feeling a lot around the heart chakra. I'm feeling a lot around the throat. As well as the root. So really moving energy through there and blessing it, sending it love, visualizing the word love inside of each chakra and letting it pulse through. It'll really change that. All right, clarify Three of Swords. Clarify Three of Swords, please. I'm hearing it's already on the table. So Seven of Pentacles is what I'm really feeling, because that's where my eyes went. So yeah, not letting any losses be that. Okay, clarify Three of Swords. Clarify Three of Swords. Let me just see. I'm like, I feel like it's already on the table, but let me keep going. Clarify Three of Swords. Okay, yeah. Okay, Page of Pentacles. Oh, shoot. All right. If you kind of went through a spell where not as much money was coming in as was going out, I feel like that was just kind of a slower time period, kind of a period for rest and restoration. If you are like, I'm hearing need to pay this off or pay off. So it's important to know that those things will pay off. And Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're going to either go back into teaching, back into speaking about something, back into work where maybe you're communicating, and that is what's going to kind of alleviate this Three of Swords, because I feel like it's only going to last. I feel like it's going to start lessening within the next week, and I feel like a lot of things are going to be clearing out at this time, and you're going to feel that. As long as you just surrender to what's leaving, that'll bring in the new. Like, you're desiring new for a reason, and so if you just let what's meant to go, that'll be that. And with the time to decide, I feel like it's time to choose yourself over the external circumstances. Like, keep pushing forward, keep moving forward past all of this. All right, Power of Surrender. What must Pile 4 surrender to move forward? What must Pile 4 surrender? I feel like self-limiting beliefs are a big one. Read more books, I'm also hearing, to get you motivated. However you were motivated when you first started these kinds of projects or programs or things like that. I don't know why I just said programs. Whatever got you motivated to do that, think about what you were doing. Were you meditating every day? Were you journaling every day? Were you pre-paving your life? It's kind of like projecting the daydream. Were you daydreaming what you were creating and then it happened? Like getting back into whatever you were doing then. Okay, what must Pile 4, surrender. Surrender to divine timing just flipped out. Oh, and frustration. Okay, so sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't, didn't I say from the beginning a clock, or was that a different pile? I don't know. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust universal flow. Okay, because I do feel like there's something that you're learning right now through this patience period, and I'm almost hearing if you were to receive, like if they were to give it to you now, it wouldn't be as big in magnitude as it's meant to be. So if you just let the timing go and also clear out through body work and also tuning into the self, asking what it is that's taking this time, like what do I need to learn while this time is ticking, you're going to learn about yourself so you can open yourself up to more abundance is what I'm hearing, because they want you to be even more open. Like I see your energy is open, but they want it to be like open so you can receive more. They're trying to give you a ton at once. I feel big windfalls. Surrender frustration. Frustration doesn't open. Oh, weird. There's a clock on here too. I didn't even see. Frustration doesn't open any doors. The key to resolving a dilemma or dissolving a block is to take a breath, center yourself, and regroup so you would approach the situation more calmly. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of friction over the past like month or two, or maybe even from this eclipse, because we did just have an eclipse yesterday when I'm filming this. So I feel like if you just shed the old, bring in the new, you're gonna just come at this, you're gonna approach it so much more different, and you're going to feel more alive when you do this, instead of like, I feel like you have to fill your cup back up so you can really appreciate the taste of it, rather than moving from frustration, like if you use it as a way to give you happiness or use it as your source and you don't find that within first, if you don't dissolve the frustration within first and then fill your cup back up internally and then receive it, it won't satisfy you as much as it's meant to, and you may not go a certain course that you're meant to go if you don't. I don't know what that means, but it means something. Okay. Surrender stress is on the bottom too, so let go of any stress. All right, pile 4. What else for pile 4? Oh. Surrender to what is and surrender worry. Okay. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. I also feel like right now maybe you're meant to, or in the past when it wasn't working when you wanted it to, I feel like maybe June, July, August, May, it wasn't happening because you were meant to fill your well. Now I'm hearing internally. You had to focus on internal matters. Like things came up from the past that needed your full attention to finally let go. So yeah, you could experience this huge breakthrough. So, because if the past were to come up when you had the breakthrough, it would have been an overload, too much. It would have been too much. You may have like reverted to like drinking or something like that, and so they wanted you to have like strength and stability in yourself so you could be strong so like the past came up when it did, and now you moved out of that phase and you're moving into this receiving phase is what I'm feeling. Surrender worry. Make a commitment not to lead an anxiety-driven life. When worries arise, breathe them out of your body. Focus on the power of your heart and have faith that Spirit is guiding you. Faith that Spirit is guiding you always. You are definitely divinely protected, and I feel like you actually came here from somewhere else. Like, yeah, you've been on Earth before, but I also feel like you are a blessing from like another galaxy, because it's like you're teaching the principles of another galaxy here. I'm gonna sound crazy to people, but I literally don't care. It's like Earth needed peace and love is what I'm hearing, compassion, empathy, more of it, and that's why an influx of people who are so loving and peaceful and talk about empathy and compassion, and Abraham wants joy and feeling joy, and they're teaching you, like, you have this inherited within you, and you're opening up these doors to teach other people how to live in that kind of expression. It's like a higher vibration, like more than 4D, more than 5D. Like, you're teaching them very advanced principles that aren't really advanced from where you come from. It just is. It is what it is. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh, Isis is on the bottom. Okay, who's health being pile 4? What beings are with pile 4 assisting them on their journey? I see Ganesh. Oh, Archangel Michael. Stop, I'm gonna cry. You are safe. Angels stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow miracles to occur. I hear the song Charlie Puth, Why Are You So Hard on Yourself? So I feel like it's important for you to not take this personal, like whatever stagnancy that you're experiencing, this has nothing to do with you. It's like because you're used to manifesting things quickly or receiving the fruits of your labor very quickly. And so this kind of stagnancy period, I feel like you feel neglected or let go of by the universe, but really that's not it at all. It's you are neglecting an aspect of yourself that needed healing inside. They weren't trying to neglect you is what I'm hearing. Yeah, okay, who's helping pile 4? Because they've always been with you and you know that, and it's kind of like I feel like they were also, like they have a higher vibrational, they don't really view things as intensely as we do here, but I definitely feel like maybe there was a guide or like a passed on loved one who felt uncomfortable kind of watching you be in the sadness, and they wanted you to feel better about your situation, and so they're trying to reinstate positive messages. Odin, psychic insight, your third eye is open, see the truth for what it is, follow your intuition. And Mercury, open communication, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love and light. Okay. I feel like you're a channel. Definitely you're a channel. I see like a pillar of light coming up through the top of your head, like your soul star, out through your mouth. So something, it feels like Abraham, you know how Esther kind of leaves her body and Abraham channels through. I feel like you have the power to do that or ability to do that, and maybe this past few months has been teaching you that, because I do feel like you're a teacher of some sort, and I feel like you're meant to channel higher levels of information. And if you were to kind of stay in your head or the ego or feel like you had to be the teacher, it's like letting something else take the wheel of like your soul, connecting to your soul and the wisdom that your higher self has, and teaching that, which I feel like you already do, but I feel like I just see blacking out and then coming back in. So like you completely detaching from your body and letting it kind of channel through you to give wisdom and messages. And typing too, I see like writing a book or something like that, and that being your conduit, your source of another source of money. Right, I want to know who else is with you, because I feel like a lot are with you. A lot of masculine energy too. I feel like you are feminine though, or feminine, like a balance. Okay, who is with pile 4? Who is assisting pile 4 on their journey at this time? Who is assisting pile 4 on their journey at this time? Frigid, inner strength, move back to wholeness, recognize you have the power. Yeah, this is you. All right. Lady Portia, divine order, do what you feel is right, an important lesson is unfolding. And also Carnunos, life force, express your driving passion, sensual and sexual powers are increased. I feel like you're also I hear grounding more, putting your feet in the grass, connecting with the earth. Listen to the trees is also what I'm hearing, connecting with nature, receiving messages from the universe, from your guides through the physical as well as the higher realms. Because I feel like you got the higher realms, like meditation, connecting with the higher chakras down, and now you're going to be receiving messages through the earth. Like you're, okay, because you're learning what the earth needs or requires, not, well, the earth, I know she takes care of herself, but you know what I mean, like the beings on the earth, what they require right now. You're learning how to channel that through connecting and grounding into the earth. It's like I can see like twine, kind of like this, but going up into your feet, and connecting that also with the sight, like the third eye and the crown, and bringing that into both, so you can give a clear message that relates and resonates with people for what they require at this time. So yeah. All right, so cool. All right, thank you, pile 4. I hope you like this reading. Make sure to subscribe. I post new videos every week, and I love you. I'll see you next week for your next video.